Hello guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to Goal School, welcome back to yet another live stream on the channel. And this one, it's the live stream for Portsmouth versus Swansea. And of course, really looking forward to this one. You may be thinking, wow, the screen looks really empty. Well, let me show you something. Where is it? Hopefully we can mess this all up. I thought it would be really cool to add it at the start of the stream. And now I may have actually forgotten how to add them. Alright, this will be really awful. There we go. So we've got a new scoreboard on the screen. There we have it. Portsmouth Swansea. And what's really exciting about this, of course, is now when we start the second half, well, of course the screen will be the timer will start from 45 for the second half. So that's really cool. But also, you may be thinking, what are the starting 11s for this afternoon? Well, let me show you the starting 11s. This is how Swansea City begin this evening against Portsmouth. Vigouroux in goal, Fulton, Cabango, Burgess, Simon, Fulton in midfield with Galbraith and Franco. Fulton being the only change from the victory over Stoke at the weekend. And it's Ronaldo on the right, Orm on the left, and Zanvapotnik, the Championship top goal scorer at the moment. Swansea City's number 9 up top. And you may be thinking, that's really cool, but what about Portsmouth? Well, let's take a look, shall we? Just have a look at this. This is the Portsmouth 11. I'm so excited because look how cool this is. I've been trying to figure out how to do it for ages, and now we finally know. And it was ridiculously easy as well, which is really annoying actually, because we really should have had this a lot sooner, but it's here now, and that's what matters. Quite a lot of Swans fans have made the trip to Portsmouth, if I'm right in saying that. Good evening, Scrinson. How are we doing as well? Good to see you. And hopefully a really, really good night of football under the lights at Fratton Park. Just make sure I've got all the notifications off actually, because what's in there? I don't want any spoilers for this one. Of course, there's quite a few games going on tonight in the Championship. We will run through them quickly. We've got Leicester City hosting Bristol City in the Championship. Millwall versus Derby. That's a massive game at the top end towards the playoffs and the top two. Portsmouth Swansea, which is this one, of course. Then we've got Sheffield Wednesday hosting Watford. We have got Wrexham hosting Hull. Another huge game in the race for the top 6. And what order the teams finish in the top 6, of course, depending on who will play who. We've got Stoke versus Ipswich as the 8 o'clock game as well. League One action tonight as well comes in the forward. Barnsley Cardiff, Doncaster Luton, Exeter Lincoln, Mansfield Reading, Stevenage Leyton Orient, Wigan Plymouth. League 2 as well. MK Dons away at Gillingham, Stoke, Salford versus Walsall, Fleetwood, Cheltenham, and Barrow Bristol Rovers. A big game at the bottom of that one. And National League North as well. We won't read through all these ones, don't worry. Champions League is on tonight. Liverpool have just lost to Galatasaray 1-0 away. Atlanta Bayern Munich's also on, as well as Atletico Madrid, Spurs, and Newcastle Barcelona is tonight's action. Hopefully a 2-0 Swans win. To be fair, recently we've been looking good defensively, so hopefully that can continue for the Swans tonight. For me, I went for a Swansea 2-1 win. Of course, this was the game on New Year's Day in 2025, and we lost 4-0, which was of course last season. And that was a really bad month for Swansea, the start of a poor run, which of course ended up seeing Luke Williams get sacked last season. But hopefully now this season we can put in a better display away at Portsmouth. Fingers crossed. I'll have to keep reminding myself to keep changing, of course, the lineups. This is the Swansea lineup for anyone wondering this evening on screen now. Welcome in, Daniela. How are we doing? Good to have you in here. No worries at all. Thank you very much for joining. We've upgraded a little bit, I'd like to say, in terms of some of the graphics on screen. Hopefully it should be a lot easier to watch the game. As Vitor Matos comes out of the tunnel first before the players, and he heads towards that away end. And like we saw under Russell Martin, the manager goes across and, thanks the fans for their travels. Goes over towards them. I love it when managers do that. Show your appreciation for them. Absolutely brilliant. Of course, it's a long trip for any day of the week, especially a Tuesday night. Loads of Jacks have made the trip to the south coast this evening for this one. And we're just waiting now for the teams to come out of the tunnel. But 9 people in here. Hopefully all going to enjoy the stream. If you do, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe. We are about 60 seconds away from kickoff, I believe. So that depends if my stream's slightly behind or not. But there or thereabouts for kickoff. Well, having said that, the players aren't even on the pitch yet, so we must be a little bit behind or a little bit delayed for this one. Yeah, the players aren't even on the pitch yet on the stream I'm watching. Let me quickly refresh it. There we go. The players now come onto the pitch. Let me see if we're behind a little bit. Yeah, 7:45 kickoff, so my stream must be a little bit behind. Last time I went to Portsmouth, we lost 4-0. Yeah, last season we were just speaking about that. That wasn't a great away day, was it? Welcome out, welcome Aaron. Hopefully you're doing well, mate. And thanks for the welcome. Hopefully this one is going to be a good game. Fingers crossed. Should be an interesting one for sure. Yeah, I think there is a slight delay for kickoff in this one. So if you are ahead of me, please don't spoil the stream or the game. I'll do my best to, well, I can't really do much apart from as soon as my stream starts the game, I'll start the timer on screen. Let's go through the lineups, and as you can see on screen, we have got the lineups for you as well. Let's change it back to the home side, Portsmouth. They're 11. I do like the look, of course, of that Terry Devlin at right back. I think he's brilliant. And Caballero, since he's come in, he's been a real threat for Portsmouth. Going forward, he scored against Millwall a few weeks ago as well. Looks really, really quick. Jacob Brown and Lenik Ali are both loanees from Luton Town in the division below. And for Swansea, just the one change this evening, as of course Jay Fulton comes in to replace Stamenic in that number 6 role in the side. Okie dokie, I think we are all ready to go then in this one. It's Portsmouth hosting Swansea at Fratton Park, and hopefully this time the Swans don't get battered. We got the league top goal scorer on our side, and also Vigouroux, who has, I think it's 13 clean sheets now, and he's up there with one of the best records in the league this season. So good striker, good goalkeeper. We're just got to build in the middle now and piece it all together, ready for next season. I think it's too late this season to do anything. But hopefully next season can be our year for the Swans. Yeah, I am right. We haven't kicked off yet. I'm just looking around on FootMob. All the other games have kicked off, and not this one just yet. But we are close to it. Portsmouth in their home kit, of course, as you expect. Swans are also in their home kit. The captain's just coming together here and having a quick chat before kick-off. Daniel has gone for a 1-1 draw this evening. Welcome in, Scrinson too. How are we doing? Good to have you in here. And thanks everyone for the big numbers already in this stream before kick-off as well, which is incredible. Of course, loads of action to come towards the end of the season. So hopefully loads of streams as well. As both sides go into a huddle. It's a big game for Portsmouth. They were beating Blackburn until late on. They did score themselves late on. But a late goal in that one denied them all 3 points on their travels. They're back at home here, and Swansea will get us underway, kicking from right to left, attacking the home end, defending the away end in the first half. Jay Fulton will get the ball rolling. Come on the Swans, 3 points here, and we could go up to 9th in the Championship tonight. We are underway at Fratton Park, and let's hope this one is going to be a good game. Also, if you do subscribe, it would be much appreciated. And you can see the number above my head next to the goal score symbol move up as well, of course. So hopefully you like all the tidy display now. We used to manually do it, but now we've found something which really does help. So straight away, Portsmouth trying to come forward. Swansea with a bit of head tennis. Ebro Adams breaks up the play onto the left-hand side. Back it goes to Dia, who has replaced Poole after he got injured in Portsmouth's last game against Blackburn, of course. Out to the right hand side, and Timon getting stuck in for the first time here as he faces former side Stoke City last time out. Of course, Timon got an assist in the second half for that Zan Vapotnik goal, and what we'd love to see tonight is another Zan Vapotnik goal. Early doors here then, and it's going to be a long throw from ex-Cardiff player Marlon Pack. He's a long way out, but he's going to launch this one in. Everyone likes a new layout, glad to hear. Aaron's gone 2-1 Pompey. Interesting. Pack launches it in. Away by Cabango. Collected by Schmid, just inside the Portsmouth half. Vapotnik chases him down, but it's a nice diagonal ball where Key, who's back in the start 11 recently, does really well. And Ronald takes on his man, and no surprise there that he doesn't beat his man, but it's good to see Ronald actually taking his man on. We haven't seen that in quite a while. Shout out to Josh Key for his excellent on Saturday. Oh, he's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And he really does deserve his plaudits at the moment because, of course, start of the season he just wasn't great. But it is really good to see a player that was, down and almost out has really built back up his confidence. And he looks a new player at the moment. Looks like a new signing from January. With the confidence he's playing in, of course, got the goal late on against Watford at the end of January to help us seal 3 points there. And I think that's done his confidence the world of good. Obviously against West Brom in the FA Cup as well. Come on at the right wing position. And honestly, going forward, he is not utilised enough. But yeah, I completely agree there, mate. Thank you very much for pointing that one out. Ball out to the left-hand side here for the Swans. It's Om. Looking for our first attack of the game. Om. Cuts inside. Portsmouth have every player back behind the ball. Timon now. Ball in towards the box. It goes for Om. Still on this left-hand side. He's shielded off it. And good defending there. From, I think, Marlon Pack to put that one out for a Portsmouth goal kick. Next two after this are incredibly tough. It's going to be an ugly watch, I think. After this we play Wrexham and Coventry, you're right, and then international break. And of course it's even more difficult then if you're a Wales fan. There's Bosnia and Herzegovina, and then potentially Italy or Northern Ireland to reach the World Cup. So hopefully we'll be live for them two games, so be sure to check them out on the channel. We could have a big party on here when Wales reach the World Cup. And hopefully when Swans reach the playoffs within the next season, fingers crossed. I don't think we'll do it this season. I think we've left it too late to make the managerial change. But what a change it has been. Devlin winning that header out for a throw into the Swans at the halfway line. Even start here in the first 4 minutes at Fratton Park. Scrinton a fan of the new layout. Thank you very much. It doesn't look so complicated now. Just have the lineups in one area, scoreboard at the top, and keep it nice and simple instead of everything moving across the stream. And it should, of course, as well, in turn, make it less laggy because there's less going on. If that even makes sense, I don't know. I'm not that technical a person. Here's Vapotnik. Down the line it goes. Play a nice pass with Ronald. Out to the right hand side it goes. Josh Key. Bombing down the line. Key looking to get across into the box. Beats his man. Key. Vapotnik. Over the bar it goes. And Swansea with the first real threat in this one. And it's the man you'd want on the end of it. Zan Vapotnik. Peeled away from the blue shirts and found a bit of space but couldn't find the target. We haven't said that much about the Slovenian striker this season. He's usually really reliable, but on that occasion just over the bar. But we'll let him off. It's only his first chance of the game, 5 minutes in. But Swansea looking good on the right hand side there, and Josh Key as well. We just mentioned him a few moments ago. But going forward, I think he's absolutely brilliant. I would say he's more of a wing-back than a full-back, allowing that attacking threat. But, of course, Swans with a back four, it's not much need, really, for Key to be that high up. Otherwise, we'll get exposed, especially at this level. So throw in for the Swans in front of Vitor Matos. Timon has been holding the ball for a while. Referee says hurry up, and finally Franco decides to be the only one in white to move. And this is some really nice football from Swansea. One touch. Galbraith breaks free. Out to the left. Timon. Left-footed cross into the box. Header from Popotnik again. The Slovenian heads over for a second time in the early stages. Portsmouth cannot keep track of him. And the league's top goal scorer has had 2 chances in this one. I wouldn't call them big chances, but really, you'd expect him to hit the target from at least one of them. Still 0-0 it remains at Fratton Park. But a good start from the Swans here. And Portsmouth goes short to Ogilvie. And he's under a bit of pressure. And he's passed to the fullback, Swanson. The ball just goes under him. So Swansea gifted a throw in here at the halfway line. These two teams are proper teams, proper fans, working class, massively supported, and 2 of the best kits in all 4 leagues. I agree. I think I wasn't a big fan at the start of the season of the Swans home kit, but it did grow on me massively, even more so that I ended up buying it. Yeah, really nice shirt to be fair. And I do like Portsmouth. You can't really go wrong though, to be fair, with a Portsmouth kit, I feel. But yeah, 2 incredible sets of fans. Portsmouth made a lot of noise both seasons now when they've been in the Championship down to Swansea. Absolutely brilliant fans. Definitely, I'd say top 2, top 3 in the league. Maybe even the best. That's a discussion for another day though. And Swansea, being pressed high there. Caballero, the right winger for Portsmouth, made quite the impression in his recent performances at Portsmouth, starting tonight. Portsmouth pressing high, and Swansea with another throw in on the left hand side. We will do our best to keep you updated with all the other games as the goals go in this evening. 0-0 in all of them at the moment, and of course action at the weekend as well. The Championship is relentless, as we know, and it never stops. Swansea on the back foot here, ball across, and Swansea get it away, throw in to the Swans as well. I thought that one was going to go out for a Portsmouth throw, but apparently not. Not complaining though. Well, do let us know how your day's been. Of course, Tuesday today, still early on in the week. Let us know if you're going to any away games at the weekend, or tomorrow if your side's playing. Let us know. I'm not sure what Portsmouth have at the weekend. Someone will have to let me know. Adams out to the left hand side for Portsmouth. Swanson. Swansea pressing really well and force them back to Ogilvie. Pack. He's calm. Finds Schmid. Popotnik leads the press. Schmid out to the left hand side. Heads up to Colby Bishop. It's all got a bit messy in midfield. Finally, Portsmouth will have the ball in the form of a throw-in. I was just going to mention that, Aaron, the red shorts, red socks. Very different, but it does go quite well, to be fair, I think. Swansea winning a throw-in up the pitch. And 2 balls on the pitch, that'll have to be sorted out quickly. Josh Key then for the Swans throw-in, high up the pitch. Aaron says, I guess Pack will get pellets tonight. Yep, ex Bluebird. Ball out to the left hand side. Here's on his left foot, twisting and turning. Ball into the boxes, deflected. On wins it back and somehow loses it again. And Caballero will get it down the line and out for a throw in, thanks to Burgess. Swansea back on the ball. Of course, Florian Bianchini on loan at Portsmouth. I haven't heard much of him this season though. I don't even think he's in the registered 23-man squad for Portsmouth at the moment. So, yeah, his loan can't be going that well. I wasn't really a fan of him last season, to be honest. He was only somewhat okay when we used him up front. The game against Leeds he scored in, and then second half of the season, got most of his minutes up front. But that was because Vopotnik's fitness wasn't great last year. Cullen wasn't that good up front. He was more used in that attacking midfield role. So yeah, it's a shame, especially when it's one of your players that are not doing well. But yeah, we saw it coming, to be fair. I guess he might get a chance in the summer under Matos. I think he's got a bit of pace about him, but it's not very technical from what I've seen. Throw in Swansea. Ball finally back on the ground, and it's in possession of Portsmouth. On the left-hand side, Ali finds Swanson. Dispossessed of Ronaldo. Really good work from him so far in this one, but whenever we credit Ronaldo, there's always something not so good to follow. Schmidt, all in yellow this evening. Out to the left-hand side once again, Ogilvie. If you're a long-term subscriber of the channel, you remember, I think it was the Derby, Portsmouth versus Derby in League One. A big game in the title race. And I just could not pronounce Conor Ogilvie. But now I've perfected it, I think. Remember, it took a whole 2 hours really to nail down that pronunciation. And speaking of Portsmouth Derby, I think that game is coming up fairly soon as well. Maybe Monday night, potentially. So there might even be another watch-along there. Goes down and wins a free kick. It's a tackle from Ibu Adams. Ibu Adams, of course, another ex-Cardiff player. There's quite a few of them, actually, come to think of it, in this Portsmouth side. Murphy, who I think he's injured for Portsmouth. He's an ex-Bluebird as well. So they've got quite a few, haven't they, Portsmouth? Galbraith finds Vopotnik. Back to Galbraith. Edge of the box here for Swansea. Galbraith opens up. There's a ball trying to find Vopotnik. Ibu Adams tries to intercept it. Goes back up into the air. Drops for Burgess at the halfway line. Finds Ronaldo on the right. White shirts arriving in the centre. Swanson gets the better of the Swans right winger. And Fulton will slow the game down in midfield. Back out to Cabango. All the way across, here's Burgess. Now Timon. Really nice football here from Swansea, from right to left, and Galbraith now breaking free on the left-hand side. He's got Timon on the overlap and an extra pass to then to Timon. It made it go into the gloves of Schmidt. What I'd like to see Alcuye start tonight. Yeah, I don't know what he needs to do to start, to be honest, but I think this season I don't remember in the Championship anyway seeing our midfield this strong. We've got basically 2 starting players in each position, I think, which is really, really encouraging, especially for what we're trying to build. If you want to get up to Premier League, you need to have a lot of competition in every position, and I think especially in midfield we have that this season. I just think in our attacking areas we don't quite have that level of competition, all defensively, you know. We've had quite a few players, especially earlier on in the season, that had not great performances, and typically they weren't midfielders, so they would keep their spot. He started him in the hardest away game of the season against Ipswich. Yeah, that's right, yeah. Never going to be an easy one. Jembo is predicting a Swansea 1-0 win this evening. Fingers crossed, mate. Thank you very much for joining. Good to see you. Hopefully you're well. Ball back to Schmid for Portsmouth. So approaching the 15th minute mark in this one. Just check on the scores in the other games. Leicester have taken the lead against Bristol City. It's a massive goal at the King Power, because of course Leicester before kick-off found themselves in the bottom 3. But Nelson has got the opener there against Bristol City. A huge goal for the Foxes. We've got Leicester away coming up, and fingers crossed I'll be able to be going to that one. Latest action in this one was Ali on the left hand side, but Ronaldo coming back for his defensive duties. And winning Swans are throw-in. Ball back at the halfway line, and once again with Portsmouth. The only other team that plays blue and red white, Slavia. Which was the same. Close one finds Rangers. Rangers is a good one yet. Blue, white, and red. Carlisle, maybe. Potentially. I'm just going off their badge. There's quite a bit of red in that and blue, so potentially a kit might be like that. I'm not too sure. 16 minutes in, Portsmouth have a throw in on the left wing, but they lose it, and it's quite a scrappy game because as soon as Swans win the ball, Ebel Adams wins it back for Portsmouth, and the ref bonus whistle. He wants to talk to Ebel Adams and Goncalo Franco, the midfielders. Oh yeah, it's a bit late there from Franco on Adams. It's not a yellow card offence though, it's just a talking to. Referee just asking Franco to be a bit careful next time. Hamburg, that's a really good shout actually. So 17th minute in, Ogilvie for the free kick at the halfway line. Out to the right hand side. Timon, it's an awkward touch and he's actually played in Caballero to put a cross in. Timon recovers well by blocking it. So it'll be, I think, a first corner of the game here. There's a corner for the home side. There's play at Pompey. Rings around Fratton Park as they hope for their side to take the lead here. 17.5 minutes in. Swansea have been... I'm not going to say it. I don't want to jinx it, actually. I'm not going to be that guy. Portsmouth corner. Outswinger from the right hand side. Drilled in. They find the spare man. Still 0-0. Still 0-0 just about. I thought he scored. Oh my word. They found the spare man. Hit the post. And it looked like he was going to go in. But Vigouroux, our saviour so many times this season, yet again here. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I thought it had gone in. It was Jacob Brown. So the ball drilled in, edge of the box. He's free. Just guides it into the corner. Vigouroux helps it onto the post and claims it at the second time of asking. Back off the post. It looked like it was going to bounce back into the back of the net over the line, but oh, that was close. Up the Swans says, quick knowledge. How we doing, mate? Yeah, that was quite scary, actually. Yeah, I wasn't too convinced there. But I should be. I should be cool as a cucumber when you've got Lawrence Vigouroux in goal. No need to panic at all. Upper Swan says Jamsky, absolutely. Hopefully doing well, mate. Good to see you in here. Yeah, Portsmouth there with the best chance of the game so far and the closest to an opening goal. But it remains level, 0-0. And now it's a throw-in for Portsmouth. They're going to launch this one into the box, this time from the left-hand side. The home side starting to put their stamp on this game. Marlon Pack. Pompey captain launches it in. Swansea win the first contact. Brown tries to loop it back in. It's not a good ball though, and a bit of a scrap in there to win possession. Galbraith's tidied it up and Simon plays it down the line. It's just about stayed in play and helps it back over the line to concede the throw-in. 20 minutes in. Quite an even start to the game. Probably Portsmouth just getting the better of us now, I think would be fair to say. And Swansea now winning the throw-in further down the line. There's been loads of throw-ins so far in this one. John Musinho, the Portsmouth manager, done a terrific job last season and especially the year before in League One, guiding them to champions of the third tier. Of course, come under a bit of pressure earlier on this season, but since the turn of the year, I think Portsmouth have really turned it around, to be fair to them. For Potnick, tries to hold it up. Dia gets the better of him. Ogilvie. Back to Schmid again. I like to see the possession stats on this actually. I imagine quite even. Let's have a look. So yeah, 50-50 possession, dead on. 2 shots for Swansea, none on target. 1 for Portsmouth, 1 on target at the moment. There we go. Here's Dia on the ball once again. Devlin tells him to go back. He does just that. All the way to Schmidt. Come on, the Swans, says Daniela. Yep, we need something to get us going now in this game. Because at the moment we're just letting Portsmouth have a bit too much time on the ball for my liking. Cabango gets it forward. Ogilvie tries to tidy up in midfield. Franco wins the ball. But Potnick can't hold it up. And Swansea will win a throw-in. In the corner by the travelling fans. Let's have a goal, lads. Yeah, fingers crossed. Soon. As long as it's for us. If it's against us, we don't want it. I think Swans can go up to potentially 9th this evening in the Championship with 3 points. Because Watford, if I'm correct in saying they don't play till tomorrow. Oh no, they're on right now. Never mind. So we're 11th as it stands, but we could leapfrog Bristol City if there's another 2-goal swing between the two sides. Dia does really well to get past on. Devlin now puts his foot through it and less of a clearance, more of a cross across the pitch. Ogilvie smashes that one up towards halfway. Cabango doesn't help them out though. He just puts it back up in the air. Franco's going to be penalised for that one. Leaning into Marlon Pack, and yeah, it's quite clearly a foul, that one. So Pack for the free kick at the halfway line. Adams out to Ogilvie once again. Down to the left hand side. Swans win it back with Fulton. Time to turn. He's just rushing the play. Rushing it a little bit there. The pass was on to go forward. But here we go. Portsmouth in the box. Timon wins it back. Yeah, both sides trying to rush it a bit too much here. Fulton's got time and space. Finds a ball to Galbraith on the left hand side. Galbraith keeps Swansea moving up the pitch here. Spreads it over to the right. Key now will gallop forward. Ronald looking for support. He's found it in the form of Franco. Decides to go back to Fulton. And for a second time, out to Ronald on the right. Swansea just deciding to keep hold of the ball for now instead of trying to rush the attack. Cabango. No, Fulton just trying to move around the blue shirts, but they're well drilled and very organised. I remember the home game especially, it was really difficult to break Portsmouth down. Only ended 1-0 in the end in that one. And we almost bottled that, if my memory serves me right. Portsmouth definitely in that game till the final whistle. Galbraith. All the way back to Vigouroux. Edge of his own box here. A lot of shouting going on. Out to the left hand side. Whoa, what a ball that is from Vigouroux to Om. Om. Edge of the box here. He's got Devlin to beat. Pulls it back. Finds a shot from Timon. Galbraith. Oh, the goal! Get in! Ethan Galbraith. Swansea City leads. And Galbraith has tried that so many times this season. But this time it comes off. Swansea City leads. Limbs in the away end. Ethan Galbraith with the Swansea City opener in this one. What a goal that is. What a ball, first of all, from Lawrence Vigouroux out to and Timon has his shot. It goes back to him and he's unselfish there. He decides to pass it to Ethan Galbraith, who's back in midfield and back amongst the goals. Schmid had no chance. Absolutely brilliant. Get in there. Swansea City take the lead. Ethan Galbraith, get in there. What a finish that is, into the bottom right hand corner. Galbraith telling the Pompey home fans to sit back down as the Swans go 1-0 up. Absolutely brilliant there. Get in. That is fantastic. Just what we needed. Just when Portsmouth was starting to get a grip on the game, Swans produced that moment of quality and take the lead in this one. Brilliant goal. And what does that do to the table? Let's have a little look. Leicester beating Bristol City 2-0 now in the Championship. Foxes en route to a big victory, but also Bristol City is sliding down the Championship table. They're in the playoffs before Christmas, I'm pretty sure. Well, it's not updated for Swansea at the moment. Hopefully it will soon. Ball back in midfield with the Swans. Key goes all the way back. Vigouroux out to Burgess. And Pompey are pressing higher, but when Swans play through them, the gaps are starting to appear. Galbraith out to the left. On. Back to the goal scorer. Abdul Fatawu with the second at the King Power for anyone interested there. The difference Galbraith makes when he's in his normal position, absolutely. I mean, this is what's brilliant about Key, overcoming that little setback earlier on in the season. We can now utilise other players in their more natural position where they're a lot better and better suited, of course, and can help the team, especially further up the pitch. We've missed other players chipping in with goals. We really have missed that. Newham and Carl have the same combination, only Portsmouth. Oh, I've well, if you've tried for years, I doubt I'd be able to tonight. I'll keep it in the back of my mind though, and one day I'll find something. Red, blue, and white. Does Cardiff technically count? Because one year they used red as their home kit, blue as the away, and they were both with white. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, it was black and red, wasn't it? Blue and white. Like the look of Franco. Oh, mate, he's brilliant. Eyes off him, okay? Eyes off him. He's us. You're not having him. Nah, Franco was brilliant last year. He did dip off a little bit, I want to say, at the start of this season, but yeah, brilliant player. Loves to get stuck in. And by the way, Swans now a 10th in the Championship. If there's a 4-goal swing between ourselves and Watford, we'll go into 9th place. Watford, of course, are playing Sheffield Wednesday, so you'd imagine they win that one. And as it stands, Swansea 6 points? 6 points off the playoffs now. And if it was next season, we'd only be 1 point off the playoffs. Am I reading that right? Yeah. Should have brought the new rule into force sooner, really. Brilliant goal from Galbraith, though. Absolutely brilliant. Just wraps his foot round it into the corner. So we have played 2/3 of the first half. 30 minutes now on the clock. Ball back to Vigouroux. Pompey applying the pressure, but Swansea playing through it. This is really nice football. Here's Franco. Fulton goes down for an off-the-ball challenge from Ebo Adams. Key advances play forward. Finds Timon. Timon lining up the shot. And into the gloves for Schmidt it goes. It took a deflection on its way, but still was heading for that corner of the goal. Here's Ali. It's end-to-end at the moment. Ali with a deep ball in. Into the gloves of Lawrence Vigouroux. I tell you what, I do like the look of that Ali. He was at Luton last season, of course, on loan at Fratton Park this year. I do really like him though. He's not afraid to take his man on, and at Swansea we don't really have many of them wingers, especially. Yeah, Portsmouth did have quite a good January window, to be fair to them. A good summer window as well, bringing in the likes of Connor Chaplin and John Swift, who I believe are both on the bench this evening for the home side. Ebo Adams goes back to Schmid in goal. Out to the right hand side. Thank you everyone, by the way, for tuning in this evening. I really do appreciate it. A long way left to go in this game, but I did want to make sure I thanked you all. Of course, especially at this time of the season, we like to get as many watch-alongs in as we can, as the drama, of course, heaps up, and the pressure, especially on the sides at the bottom and the top, to try and achieve something this season in every division. And of course, this year, though, there's no long summer. We've got the World Cup to look forward to. Just fingers crossed that Swansea... I keep saying... Why am I saying Swansea? That Wales are there. Yellow card there for Zam Potnick after the pull of the shirt on Dia. So Zam Potnick in the buck there. First yellow card of the game, and it goes the way of the Swansea number 9. Yellow card there. Long ball forward from Portsmouth. Swansea getting it away. Run out to Key. Fulton. Capango finds Vigouroux. Still the pressure from Portsmouth, who win the ball back with Caballero. Finds a man in midfield. Forced backwards though. Swansea with some good press. Aaron also a fan of the goal. Yeah, it was some finish, to be fair. Edge of the box. Swept it into the corner. A decent height as well. Always looks better when the keeper goes for it and just misses it. It always makes the goal look a bit better. Well, the Portsmouth fans not giving up hope just yet. Only 1-0 down, but the fans still can be heard loud and proud. That's what separates them from a lot of the rest, to be fair. A lot of fans, as soon as they go 1-0 down, start going quiet, but not Portsmouth. Vigouroux out to the left hand side. So really good ball once again to Om on this left hand side. Vigouroux's passing has been really good so far this evening. Ball back with Vigouroux. Bishop will close him down, and now Vigouroux has 8 seconds to release. Releases it to himself. Goes long, searching for Om. In fact, it's Timon, and Timon, we don't usually say that about him, his touch is loose. Really good idea, once again. Good display of passing on range there from Lawrence Vigouroux. Puts on a great fan bus. Oh, absolutely. Every time they come down to Swansea, yeah, you know Portsmouth are in town. So no over goals at the moment to tell you about in the Championship. Only the 2-0 that Leicester leads Bristol City, which means Swans climb above them, as we are currently 1-0 up against Pompey in this one as well. Heads it on. Brought down. It's all a bit scrappy once again in midfield, just trying to rush it forward, and Pack finds Adams for the home side. Out to Swanson. Ali trying to beat Key, and Key does really well there in a 1v1 situation. Ali wins the throw-in. Brown finds Dia. It's an interesting first touch, but he makes it work. When Portsmouth are in possession, he does seem to drop up into that defensive midfield role, just Dia. Caballero finds Devlin, whose cross is blocked and out for a corner. Corner for the home side here. And they almost scored from the last one. Can they make it count from this one? We'll have to watch for the runners into the box. I think this time Jacob Brown started inside the penalty area, so no late runner hopefully. And we actually have a man this time. I think it's Franco watching the two on the edge. And it goes into the centre, headed away by Cabango. And out for, once again, another corner. Same again. So 1-0 the Swans lead. Can we hold on to this lead until half time at least? Another corner from the right hand side. In it goes to the box. Headers go up and Vigouroux will claim. Starts the attack off and referee sees something he doesn't like. Jay Fulton back on his feet now. But the Scotsman, who just penned a new deal at Swansea, I'm pretty sure, wasn't that recently? I'm pretty sure he did. Unless I'm getting that mixed up. Someone let me know in the chat. Hasn't Fulton just signed a new contract? I'm pretty sure he has. To 2029 potentially. Really important player. I think he's the only one left who stayed with us from our Premier League days. Grimes was the other one. But Fulton now the longest serving one. Norton, of course, left in the summer as well. Long ball forward for Portsmouth and Vigouroux on the edge of his box. Climbs over Bishop. Spurs are forward. No way. There's no way. 4-0 down. Just got to double check this. There's no way. I mean, I know it's Atletico Madrid, but oh, it is. I mean, to be fair, Atalanta are 3-0 down to Bayern. But to be fair, when you look at them two clubs, you probably would presume Bayern much bigger. Oh, I've missed a goal. It's 2-0. I've missed it. 2-0 Swansea. I've missed it. 2-0 to the Swans. I don't have a clue. Who on earth was it? Josh Key, apparently. What happened here then? Ronaldo up the pitch. Brought it back to Key. Long shot. Oh, what a finish. Josh Key with Swansea's second of the evening. He only scores screamers. You remember the goal against Plymouth last season. It's not as far out as that. It's edge of the box. And he's just whipped it over Schmid into the bottom left-hand corner. And Josh Key, take a bow. Was that a Ronaldo assist as well? You know what? I can't even get my words out. It well might have been a Ronaldo assist. 39 minutes in. Swansea lead 2-0 on their travels. And we hope for a first away victory since the end of January. Hull have taken the lead away in North Wales against Wrexham. Hull have hit the back of the net. Key up. What a goal. What a goal that was. Absolutely fantastic. I'm just trying to see who the Hull goal scorer is. It's a huge game, and really, that suits Swansea, of course. It was from the penalty spot, I think. Joe Gelhardt. Oh no, now they've got Yeah, now they got a penalty. They just scored in the 40th minute, and Hull have just got a penalty as well. Joe Gelhardt, so they could go 2-0 up here, I think. If the commentary is correct. We'll focus on this game. Hope so he gets a lot of stick. Oh, brilliant finish there. Both Swift, Chaplin, and Pack born in Pompey. Oh wow, interesting. Not a bad place to be born, to be fair. Just a shame of Pack's career path. 2-0, absolutely brilliant. Well, you'll have to tune into the highlights later on to check out that Josh Key goal. Not quite as good as Cullen's at the weekend, but it was still spectacular. I'm just going to miss it, but my own wrongdoing there. 2-0, that's all that matters. And there's a bit of a gap now between the two sides. But yeah, I can confirm Atletico Madrid are battering Tottenham. It's the battle of the capitals. And it's Spain winning at the moment. Madrid's beating London. Millwall are leading against Derby at the Den. And Portsmouth are going through the third year, out to Caballero on the right. Ball into the centre, away by Cabango. Josh Coburn with the goal there for Millwall. Appeals for a free kick there for Portsmouth. The fans not happy at the referee for not giving it. It's on the edge of the area. I think they were more so appealing for a pen, to be honest. To be fair, you know, at the weekend the referee was one of the worst we've seen, to be fair. But tonight the ref hasn't, you know, we haven't had to mention him so far too much, so that can only be a good thing. Here's Ebo Adams. Down it goes. Cabango puts his foot through that one. I'll end up with Schmidt. Schmidt out to the left hand side. Oh, what a ball that is. Just goes under Ali. It's pouring with rain here. It is indeed. Yeah. Smashing down on the window. It's an ugly night here in Wales, but Swansea doing well on the south coast. In League One, Cardiff are drawing with Barnsley 1-1 there. Banks an equaliser 20 minutes ago. I really hope they drop points tonight. Tottenham have got one back against Atletico Madrid. 4-1 now. Goal kick Swansea. I haven't changed the lineups in a while, so we'll. That's the only thing I need to keep on top of it. Anyone interested? That is the Pompey 11 starting the game today. Come on, Barnsley, indeed. And shortly, we're about to find out how much added time we're got on. And there's also a new feature on here as well for that. So just you wait and see what we've got in store for you. I'm so happy we finally found something that makes it so much easier for everyone to watch. And just wait for the Euros when we have extra time and all that. It just gets better and better. Here's Adams. Dispossessed by Franco. Franco doing brilliantly there against the ex-Cardiff player. Key nutmegs Adams. Key again. Drops to Timon. For Galbraith. He was on the left-hand side near Timon. And now it's Timon. Back to Fulton. Swansea keeping the tempo high. Last 10 seconds of the first half here at Fratton Park. Galbraith floats one over the top for Om. Om in the box. He's being grabbed by Devlin, but never a pen there. How much time do we have? Let's find out. Just the one added minute at the end of the first half. So there we go. Displayed for you all to see. 1 additional minute at the end of the first 45. Here at Fratton Park, where Swansea lead Portsmouth. Oh, it'd be nice to get a bit of revenge on Portsmouth for last season, battering us at, of course, Fratton Park. So hopefully we can put 4 past them tonight. We're halfway there, and halfway through the game, so it would help, especially the goal difference. That would be very nice indeed. So at half time we will round up all the other action going on. .46th minute now. And there we go. The whistle for the first half comes to a close. Swansea 2-0 up at the break against Portsmouth in their own backyard. 2-0 up. Very, very good first half for the Swans. Let's get ready for half time then, shall we? Brilliant first half from the Swans. I thought, before we scored the goal, Portsmouth were growing into it, and they had their best chance of the game before we went 1-0 up in the form of, I think it was Jacob Brown arriving and hit the post. But Vigouroux saving us on that occasion. He hasn't had too much to do, Vigouroux, that mainly being the most noticeable one. But Swansea leading. Galbraith for the first, Key with the second. Both goals outside the box. Absolutely brilliant goals as well. Much more for that in the second half, fingers crossed. And Aaron just pointing out a Portsmouth stat. 2 goals in 10 months for their number 9, Colby Bishop. Yeah, it's that's not great at the moment for them, is it? Okay, right, let's get the halftime show underway. Let's make sure all the other screens are ready. Should be ready there. And if you have any questions at halftime, please be sure to get them in the chat as well. Make it halftime more exciting for everyone as well. Right. So we go here, and microphone should be working. There we go. So if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Really do appreciate all the support, and thank you guys for 2,400 subscribers. I really do appreciate it. And let's keep on growing the channel. Let's see where we can take it. Thank you once again. Right, so let's round up the action at the moment going on tonight. We may as well just go to the scores and fixtures because there's a lot of action this evening. So Galatasaray beat Liverpool 1-0 in the Champions League earlier on, as we mentioned, but Atalanta trail 3-0 against Bayern Munich, and Atletico Madrid lead Tottenham 4-1. Both of them games just 10 minutes before half time, so it really could get ugly for Atalanta and Tottenham. Let's double check the goal scorers in them games. Elise and Gnabry contributing there with goals and assists away at Atalanta. And at Atletico Madrid, Tottenham, Pedro Porro getting a goal back, but Llorente scored, Griezmann, Alvarez and Lenormand. So 6 minutes, 14, 15 and then 22. Wow. So 26 minutes, 5 goals, almost a goal every 5 minutes there. Almost. One to look out for in the second half though, to see where that scoreline goes. Newcastle, Barcelona are also on this evening. No goals yet at St James's Park, but we are going to quickly have a look at the lineups just to see who both sides have fielded. Well, this is new from BBC. So Hansi Flick, Garcia, Kusabi, Araujo, Martin, Cancelo. Very strong side. Very strong. Look at that front three. Yamal, Rafinha, Lewandowski. You don't see better many better front threes than that in world football. Newcastle, Ramsdale, Terrell, Burn, Hall, Trippier, Ramsey, Alanga, Usala, Barnes. Usala started. He got the winner against Man United in the Premier League, didn't he? So yeah, probably warrants a start potentially. Walter Marley hasn't been great recently, I want to say. I don't watch too much of Newcastle. Into the Championship, Stoke have scored against Ipswich. 1-0 there. Smith with the goal. against Ipswich, who are hoping to finish inside the playoffs. Hull leading Wrexham 1-0. Joe Gelhardt with the goal there away in Wales. 0-0 between Sheff Wednesday and Watford at Hillsborough. Stats encouraging for any side? You'd probably say yes. 0.2 XG for the home side from 4 shots, 0.87 XG for Watford, 67.5% possession, but only 1 on target. Yeah. Only 1 save has the Wednesday keeper had to make. Who even is in goal these days for Wednesday? They've had Dieng. Charles is back from injury. That's good to see for them. Because they had Senny Dieng last week, and they've had Ethan Horvath this season. They've had loads of goalkeepers. Millwall leading Derby at the Den as well. There's a big game in the Championship. Just making sure we're not missing any chats. Remember us being Atlanta 2-1 in pre-season? Absolutely, it was brilliant. 5 points off playoffs now. Yes, of course, with Wrexham dropping points, we are only 5 off. And we play Wrexham on Friday, so really Wrexham lose tonight. I know they've got a game in hand next midweek against Watford, but if they lose that one as well, genuinely playoffs could be back on. Nelson and Fatawi with the goals against Bristol City. That's a huge game for Leicester, and Jordan James with an assist. He's back in the side. But the main focus is Swansea away against Portsmouth. Ronaldo with an assist. That's a rarity at the moment. And Timon once again with another assist. And Galbraith and Key, unlikely goal scorers, both fighting for the same position a few weeks ago, but both on the score sheet and in the team this evening. The stats at the moment, only 0.34 XG. That tells you how good the goals have been. 6 shots, 2 on target as well. And let's quickly then head over to FootMob. I think it's a little bit easier to display the table. We didn't have a look at League 1 actually. 1-1 Cardiff Barnsley, Luton winning. Lincoln winning to extend their stay at the top of League 1. Mansfield, who narrowly lost to Arsenal in the FA Cup at the weekend, are 0-0 with Reading. Stevenage, Leyton Orient. I didn't realise Leyton Orient going into the game are in the relegation zone, and Plymouth 2-0 up against Wigan as well. It's a big scoreline in League 2. Bristol Rovers are winning. That helps them. Newport, Barrow, 3-0. MK Dons. We'll quickly have a look at these tables. I know I'm waffling on a little bit, but of course this time of the season is always very, very exciting. So you can't really blame me too much. Let's have a look. So Millwall will go third, 1 point off Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough with a game in hand, of course. But I tell you what, I wouldn't write Millwall off potentially even winning the league this year. And I know that sounds crazy right now, but when you see the run-ins of all of the top 4, we'll include Ipswich for now. Yeah, you can understand why. Millwall have got some nice fixtures, and Borough and Coventry have got some not so nice fixtures, especially so that Millwall play Middlesbrough, so it really could be a big game for the top 2. I think Ipswich at the moment, I don't know what's happening, but they're just dropping too many points at the moment. So 2 sides in the playoffs losing, 2 sides in the playoffs winning at the moment. Of course Derby are losing as well against Millwall, so they're dropping points also, meaning Southampton have 2 games in hand on Hull and Derby, 1 game in hand on Wrexham. Could really close the gap soon. Watford draw and they can go as high as 7th this evening. Swansea 5 points off, but Wrexham have a game in hand. But then we also play them on Friday night, which will be a huge game. With our away form not being great, we really do need to try and get something here tonight. Stoke, as they are currently winning 1-0, they move up to 11th in the table. Bristol City drop down to 12th. Sheffield United, with a game in hand, drop down to 13th. But at the bottom of the table, Sheff Wednesday down to -6 points at the moment. Leicester out of the bottom 3 for now, but games in hands for Oxford and West Brom are matters of concern potentially. Blackburn not escaped it yet, and really it drags Portsmouth back into the mix. Really, only 4 points off. I think Charlton will probably be fine. You know, you're looking at that 50-point mark and thinking, can the sides get there? I think Norwich will be fine. QPR and upwards, they've got no business down the bottom, I don't think, this season. Charlton, 2 wins for them should be enough. Portsmouth are looking at 3 wins and a draw at least. And while it is a Portsmouth Swansea watch-along, let's quickly have a look at Portsmouth's run-in of the last 9 games after this, of course. Let's have a little look. So fixtures for them. Let's see how it's looking. Right. So Derby on Monday. That is a really tricky game considering Derby are chasing the playoff spot. I think they can beat QPR, so that's 1. I don't think they'll beat Norwich. I think maybe a draw there. Oxford game's massive, and with Oxford's form at the moment, they're fighting for their lives. That could be a huge game. That's on a Monday. It's the Easter weekend, isn't it? I thought it was televised then. That's a huge game. So we'll say potentially 2 wins. I do think they'll draw maybe away at Norwich, potentially. So that's 7 points. I don't think they get anything against Borough, Leicester, or Derby though. Wow. Yeah, that's tough for Portsmouth. I really, really hope that they stay up though. I really hope they do. Because next season I just want to do Pompey away, to be honest. It just falls on the worst days. It's 2-0 Stoke before half time against Ipswich. Wow. Well, now the goals are flying in. Bay with the goal in that one to double Stoke's lead. And does that move them up again in the table? Bay Jun-ho with the goal. Have they moved up again? No, okay. 2 points off. Okay, never mind. They can't catch us tonight. We'll quickly have one more look at another table. We'll have a look at League One just before the start of the second half, and then we'll get ready for the second half. Hopefully Swans can hold on to the win. Let's have a look. Bolton play tomorrow, I'm pretty sure, so they can close the gap on Cardiff. Though Cardiff will still have a game in hand. 9 points at the moment though. It could be cut even further if Cardiff end up losing to Barnsley. We're chasing a spot in the top 6, but they've dropped down recently. Lincoln go 4 clear of Cardiff on the same goals scored as it stands. Bradford, of course, in there, just got promoted from League 2 last season. Stockport have just been there all season, really, in the playoffs. Huddersfield recently have been in and out. Liam Manning not doing too well there, but they're still in the playoffs for now. Reading have climbed a bit. Stevenage started really well, and then just really fell off a cliff. Wickham, I can't believe how they lost against Bolton in the fashion they did. That's something Swansea would do. Plymouth still in with a reasonable shout at the playoffs, only 3 points off. Luton as well, to be fair. Barnsley mid-table. Peterborough, I don't think they'll make it now. Although Luke Williams has done brilliant to get them off of the out of the bottom 4 in League One. Port Vale as well, they'll maybe be confident of survival. Leyton Orient still in there as it stands. Blackpool, Wigan. I'll tell you what, a big side's going to go down to League 2. You know, Leyton Orient, Blackpool, Wigan, Doncaster all in there. Doncaster did just come up. I think Wigan, Blackpool, and Leyton Orient, one of them will drop. That's a big side to go down to League 2. Yeah, both goals were mental. They were crazy goals, to be fair. Good to see you in Vamos. And finally, we'll quickly look at League 2. So Bromley's still top, but only by 2 points. And look at the goals scored from MK Dons. And Gillingham. Oh, I thought Gillingham were higher. Never mind. Salford in the playoffs at the moment. Notts County. Fleetwood doing okay. Bristol Rovers have really turned it around since the managerial change and Steve Evans going in there. Newport played a game more than Barrow on a level on points. Just their goal difference killing them at the moment. Second worst defensive record in the league after Tranmere. It's going to be close there if Newport survive or not. Right then, second half should be beginning shortly, so we'll switch back over to the other screen. Are we missing any other big goals? A Dagenham and Redbridge on tonight? I don't think so. They're losing against Maidstone. KSL will be fuming. We'll leave it there. There we go. So into the second half we go then for Swansea against Portsmouth. Hopefully we can hold on to all 3 points. Fingers crossed. Bring on Kirk, have Bishop shot. Says Aaron. Was it Fran Park when we were beating AC Milan 2-0? It's hard to watch, says Aaron. But of course, brilliant they were. Nova says who knows if it's on TV, on what channel? It's on Sky Sports Plus, mate. Sky Sports Plus. And our teams are coming out for the second half here. Swansea first out onto the pitch here. And hopefully we can improve on what was a brilliant first half in the end. Looking at our away form, I think it's the 3rd worst going into the game. But looking how we played in that second half and 2-0 up at half time, we'll definitely take it. I wouldn't imagine any changes at the break for the Swans. Maybe Portsmouth would roll the dice. Or maybe too early. That second goal is a bit of a killer for them, to be fair. And then we're almost ready for the start of the second half here at Fratton Park. Come on, the Swans. Come on. No doubt Portsmouth first 10 minutes I expect them to really pen us in. And I think the next goal's the one that decides it really. If Portsmouth bring it back to 2-1, I think it's going to be a dangerous game. But if it goes 3-0, that's us wrapping it up, dare I say. Connor Chaplin is on for the second half. And Portsmouth get us underway for the second 45 here at Fratton Park. Here we go. So there has been a change at the break for the home side. Welcome Oscar, how are we doing, mate? Just made a song. Friends like it. Awesome, mate. Keep at it. Keep at it for sure. Come on, this one says Daniela. Hopefully you're well, Oscar, as well, mate. Great to see you in here. Goal of the season is going to be... yeah, that is very true. That's very true. Even goal of the month for March. I mean, goal of the season as well, to be fair. Vopotnik scored a load, but a lot of them have been in the box and not, dare I say, too spectacular. I think the one against Plymouth in the Cup was brilliant, but league goals, Cullen at the moment definitely takes it, I think, just because of the sheer distance from goal. Yeah, it's crazy how he's managed to dink the keeper and just put it in the corner, really. Not even like it was down the middle or anything. You know, it still would have been a good goal, but found the corner is pretty good as well. Swansea actually applying the pressure here to Portsmouth. Franco closing down Ogilvie, who turns last minute. Ogilvie clears it only to Ronald. Ronald finds Franco. Franco in a battle with Ogilvie. Ogilvie wins for now. Clears it once again to Ronald. Out to Key. Finding Galbraith. As much as I criticise Ronald, I do think he's actually having an average game today. He's not been his usual awful. As harsh as that sounds, you know, I'll always support the players in the white shirts and wearing the badge, but from what we've seen the last season and a half, he's just not it at the moment. I did think the summer would see a new lease of life for him. Just hasn't quite happened. But it's is it his 3rd year at the club now? It might be. Because he signed in that January. So that would have been 1 year last year. So two years, just over 2 years he's been here. Schmidt's time on this Oxford. That is true. How did I forget about that one? He almost recreated it against... well, I say almost. He was in a similar position and completely sliced the ball. So didn't almost score it again. But you know what I mean. The position was similar. And as soon as it was dropping, everyone in the stadium thought about that goal against Oxford. And Simon's just pinched the ball back. But away it goes by Devlin. And what a ball that is out to Caballero, who's moved over to this left-hand side for now. And Swanson plays it out of play. Yes, we've got time against Oxford. And have to go match by match and look at the goals. I tell you what. No, Burgess was against Forest, wasn't it? Because Galbraith hit the corner of the goal and then Burgess. I'm trying to think. We've had some brilliant goals scored this season. Because there was a period under when Vitor Matos started where we'd only score screamers, really. Franco trying to switch the play. Oh, what a ball that is. It's worked out, and Timon now will gallop forward into the box. It goes on! How's he missed the target from there? 10 yards out. He's offside anyway. Okay, that's the saving grace. That is the saving grace for Rom. Offside. He's a lucky lad because, well, I mean, even though he didn't know he was offside, he should be hitting the target there. Is he off? Yeah, good call from the linesman. He is in fact off. Great ball from Timon, but Om just drags it past the post. Pretty crazy when you ask, when you think about it. So 49 minutes played here at Fratton Park. Swansea lead 2-0. Long ball over the top by Portsmouth, brought down by Timon. Back to Vigouroux he goes. Bishop, close down. Ball in midfield and Franco wins it back to Galbraith. Galbraith stays down. Back to Dia. Chaplin. On the half volley, out to Caballero on the left hand side. Got Key to beat. Brilliant work from Key and Ronald to stop him in his tracks there. Opponent's free kick against Wednesday, absolutely. Hit the bar against Ipswich, didn't he, from the free kick. Some power on that. I'm surprised he didn't prick the goal. Crossbar just snaps. I'm trying to think. I can't think of goals at the moment of what we scored. Fulton against West Brom. That was brilliant. Portsmouth at the edge of the Swansea box. Drops a Dia. Shot is blocked. He was going to have a pop from distance there. Swansea look to be getting it forward. Ogilvie and Vopotnik in a bit of a battle. And here's Pack. Back to Dia. 51 played here. Portsmouth lose the ball. Fulton wins it back. Hopefully we can go and get that third goal in this one. Fingers crossed. I think if we get the third, that would really be comfortable then. And hopefully we can start to see the game out. Back to Vigouroux it goes for Swansea. In that, I really do like the black golf goalkeeper kit this year. I think that's absolutely brilliant. Hit over everyone's head there and out for a throw in to the home side in the far side corner. Devlin to take. And I imagine John Messinio won't give it too much longer before making some changes for his side. I think Chaplin come on at half time. I don't remember him starting. He must have come on at half time. Let's quickly, let's have a look. We'll have a look. Lineups. Yeah, he come on for Ali. So Chaplin on for Ali at half time. Vopotnik the only man with a yellow card in that first half. So Chaplin on for Ali at the break. So he's gone over. Oh my word! Almost recreating the Cullen goal. A long shot from Swansea and Schmidt able to collect it. I tell you what, that would have been goal of the season. And a lot further out than Cullen's. Oh my word. We almost saw it again. An absolute screamer. Denied by Schmidt. He had to spoil the party, didn't he? Commentator saying what they've been doing in training recently. Wow. That would have been special. Omega scored another goal like that, back to back. I know it would have been crazy. To be fair, remember this time last season, just before Williams got sacked, we conceded a worldie against Stoke and a worldie against Coventry in a matter of, I think it was a week. I think they were both Saturday games, and we conceded them. Baker and Thomas Asante. Ball out to the right hand side here for the home side. Dia on the ball. Back to Ogilvie. Finds Swanson. Good press there from Om. Wins it cleanly. Finds Vopotnik. Vopotnik plays in Galbraith. Galbraith! Oh, he's missed. It was a huge chance. He has to hit the target. Has to hit the target there, Galbraith. He scored a brilliant goal earlier on. Brilliant work from Om. Vopotnik unselfishly plays him through. And Galbraith, he just needs to use his right foot there, you feel. He's gone on his left. And it's always going away from goal. Vopotnik closing in at the back post as well. Sorry, it was Franco closing in at the back post. Ah, close. Should be free. It should be free. Here's Ogilvie. Yeah, is this the first time this season we scored 2 or more goals and Vopotnik hasn't scored? Oh no. 2-1. Out of play! Phew. Portsmouth scored, Connor Chaplin, but the referee says when the ball was at the byline, it had crossed the line and he's instead awarded a goal kick. Let's have another look at this one. Cabango cleared it against Bishop, I think it is, or Caballero. Is that out of play? You can't see. Key's in the way, you can't see from that angle. It's close, but from that angle you can't definitely say it's out of play. Might have got away with one there. And they cross it in again from the byline. And that's gone out for a corner to Portsmouth. Pompey fans behind that goal really are demanding a bit more from their side. We should be falling up. We need to put this game to bed. Yeah, I think definitely at least 3. At least 3. I think the long shots, you know, a difficult one to say if that should have gone in. But Galbraith definitely should have scored there. Corner kick for Pompey. And it goes, and Figueroa claims well. 55 played. 56 now, sorry. Ogilvie. Back to Schmidt it goes. Vopotnik read it well, but just not quick enough to get on the end of that one. I think my time is just a little bit ahead, so if I quickly just do that. There we go. Franco this time with a long shot, which we saw earlier. And Schmid had to sprint back a good distance just to deny that one going in the back of the net. Swans are on the ball now. We'll have a throw in at the halfway line. Let's quickly check whether there's a break in play. If there's been any other goals around the grounds. Wednesday are beating Watford 1-0. Chef Wednesday. And that helps us out a lot in our hopes of finishing in the top 6. So maybe we're actually 9th now. Potentially. Vopotnik's gone down holding his head. Never a good sign where a player does that. So yes, Swans are in 9th at the moment. Watford dropped to 10th. And Chef Wednesday on -4 points now. So Swans in 9th. 5 off the playoffs. Playing the side inside the playoffs. Next up. We will be live, by the way, on Friday. Jerry Yates scored. No way. I think that's like 3 goals in 3 games for him. He scored quite a lot, and the last 2 have been assisted by Jamal Lowe. We'll quit it out. Crazy. Jerry Yates still helping the Swans out. Wow. Didn't really help us out much when he was here. Yeah, if only that Franco shot went in, that would have been crazy. Who got the assist for the Yates goal? Fusiri with a cross. No idea. Never heard of him. So, changes for Swansea. Liam Cullen is on for the Swans. And Waddell. So, Vopotnik off for Cullen. Vopotnik off for Cullen for the Swans. Look how sick this is. Look how sick that is. That is crazy. And I didn't catch the second one. I was too invested in trying to put that together. That is brilliant. And that only took me like 7 seconds to do, maybe something like that. Oh, I absolutely love this new graphics here. I think it makes the streams look so much better. And Waddell on for Galbraith is the second one. It looks so good the first time. May as well do it the second time. Second sub was this one. Galbraith off for Waddell on. Look how cool that looks, man. That looks so sick. I'm loving it too much. Come on, Pompey, says Aaron. 30 minutes to go in this one. Swansea leading. Let me know, guys, did you like those little touches to the stream? Let me know. Or do you not really care too much? Let me know. Am I overhyping it? Swans are throwing high up the pitch. Here's Franco. Finds Key. Key. Cross is blocked. I love Waddell, by the way. His energy is crazy. Welcome in, Coach One. How we doing, mate? Good to have you in here. Smashed it in the prediction league, to be fair to you, mate. Got home. Nice job so far by the Swans. Yeah, fingers crossed we can score some more. Franco almost scored from the halfway line. And Galbraith missed an absolute sitter. Here's Devlin, closed down by Om. So Vopotnik won't be adding to his goal tally. Tonight at least. It's one of the only goals this season he's not scored in, to be fair to him. Waddell will be perfect for this type of game. His pressing, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Offside there against Caballero of Portsmouth. Man of the match for me so far. Ooh, that's a tough one. I'd probably give it to Josh Key, you know. So far, he's got his goal as well, which does help it. It probably would be Josh Key so far. I think he's been brilliant defensively as well. No one's got past him that I can think of off the top of my mind. And going forward, he's been really, really sharp. Creating chances from the first 5 minutes. And even now, making the runs forward. Providing an outlet. Hull 2-0. Lewis Kumas, the Welshman, scoring against the Welsh club. Wow. Wow. I'm going to say it. I think Key's up there again. Yep. I completely agree with you, mate. Completely agree. Some surprise results so far. There has been, to be fair. I hope Hull can hang on. I think Galbraith was superb in the middle when he was on. Yeah, I think he was brilliant. I just a bit frustrated he didn't put that chance away and make it 3-0. But no, he's had a good game, to be fair to him. I can't be too angry against him for that. I think Key's the standout player so far. Let's have a look, see what, it's not sponsored, but let's have a look, see what FootMob are thinking. Swansea's man of the match so far. Let's see who's got the best rating. It must be Key or Galbraith for their goals, really. So FootMob have Key at an 8, Timon so far is at 8.3. Timon has been involved, but I wouldn't say man of the match from him. He's up there, but I wouldn't say he's been our best player today. 2-0 Stoke. I believe this was not predicted. Yeah, I don't think anyone's predicted this. Definitely not in me. Oh, I haven't really looked at the comments for that one today. Quite a busy day today, but yeah, I'm pretty sure no one's put Stoke 2-0. Yeah, Wednesday winning against Watford as well. No one's predicted that. So far, I don't think we've got any right. No, I haven't. I think maybe 1 point. So yeah, not looking good. Portsmouth, ball in the box, cleared away by Fulton. Fulton's been underrated this game. You know, he's not put any foot wrong. So if you're not doing anything wrong, you're doing something right. Crossing. Oh no. This time it will count. Portsmouth get one back. It's 2-1. It's a really good ball in and a really good goal from the home side. They've got a way back in this one. I think it's Jacob Brown, isn't it? Good ball in. Header. Vigouroux can't get there. Brown gets his goal. The man on loan. It's a brilliant ball in the box from Caballero. And Vigouroux's arriving at the same time as Brown, but Brown just beats him to it. We never do it the easy way, do we? Never ever do it the easy way. Jacob Brown with a goal back for the home side. Well, where's this game going to turn next? A big goal for Portsmouth. And their fans in full voice cheer. Jacob Brown on the 64th minute gets Portsmouth back into it. What was the same with Swans? Yeah, we never do it the easy way. On with a throw in for Swansea though, up the pitch. If only Galbraith put that chance away, we could have afforded to concede. Key finds on. Oh, I just don't have a good feeling yet. Key leaves it for Vigouroux. And out for a goal kick to Portsmouth. We're not going to do this the easy way, are we? We never do. Oh, I don't like it. I really don't like it. Ipswich have got a goal back against Stoke. 2-1 in that one. Portsmouth into the box. Pulled it back. Cabango gets in the way. Ogilvie up there as well. They win the throw in. Yeah, Portsmouth now with the momentum. Frank Park's never easy, but you are winning. True, true. I tell you what, Caballero has probably been Portsmouth's best player. Really good. They go short from the long throw. Oh, yes, it's not a long throw, is it? Oh, it's broken. No, no, no. Bishop, shot blocked. Swans still have a man on the floor. It's Fulton. Pack crosses it in again. Away by Vigouroux. This is not enjoyable. Another long cross into the box. Ronald, get it away. He does just that. Only as far as Swanson at the halfway. Portsmouth are penning Swansea in. Caballero can't get past Ronald. And Ronald's really clever there. Wins a foul. So 67 minutes played. Can the Swans hold on here? I hate it when we go 2-0 up. 4-0 Bayern in the Champions League against Atalanta. Mansfield beating Reading. Leyton Orient beating Stevenage as the latest goals. MK Dons hit 4 against Gillingham now. I don't know about this one now. The nerves are kicking in, and Swans with 2 more changes. Stamenic and Ward coming on for the Swans any moment. Cullen wins the ball back for Swansea. Burgess to Timon. Out to Here's Waddell. Beats his man and is dragged down. And referee giving Swansea a free kick. And a yellow card there given to Dia. Yellow card. Second one of the game. This time for Portsmouth. Dia into the buck after dragging down Melker Waddell. So Swansea then with the free kick from the left hand side. What a time it would be to get another goal. But first the substitution. Stamenic on for Fulton. Ward on for Key. No, it's not. Franco going off. Wow. So 17 Franco off. For Stamenic. And the second sub. Who else is coming off then for the Swans? It's Key. Key for Ward is the second one. Swansea goes in, back post, heads go up. No one knows where the ball is. Look above you. Adams gets out of play for a Swansea throw in. Into the final 20. We need to see this game out. It's a big game of the season, really, because it genuinely keeps our playoff hopes alive. And they are very slim, but it's always nice to dream, isn't it? I personally don't think we'll make them, but I don't want to be that you know, the negative one in the room. So I do believe that we can make it. Silly one, really silly. So we got a throw in, and it's just time wasting. Just time wasting. Throw in, he takes too long to take it. So Joel Ward is in the referee's book now. Yellow card. Disappointing one. Just come on. Just come on. One of the quickest yellow cards you'll see. Throw in, this time by Portsmouth. Down the line it goes. Burgess sweeps it back up the pitch towards Liam Cullen. Sky Sports Plus, mate. Sky Sports Plus. Goal kick for Portsmouth. Schmid to take. You do think there's another twist and another goal in this one. Swanson goes backwards to Ogilvie. Swansea just not pressing like they were in the first half, which, you know, we won the ball back quite a few times after pressing. High up the pitch. Ward against Caballero. Ward does well there. And actually the ball went out of play, so Swans with a throw in. So Matos opting for a bit more of experience at the back with Ward. Stamenic for a bit more height. So 4-2-3-1 potentially then. Stamenic and Fulton as the DMs. Waddell in the attacking midfield role on Ronald and Cullen in the front three. That's the way I'd think it is at the moment. Marlon Paquet is going to launch this one into the centre. He doesn't. He goes short to Swanson. This is how the last goal come about. Packing it goes. Header back across the face of goal and out of play for a Swansea goal kick. Nervy times at the moment. Playing good. First off, Swans are really good. Portsmouth were not far out of the game, to be fair. Second half, it's been Portsmouth the better of the two sides. Swans, first 15 minutes of the second half, we looked okay, but since the hour mark, it has been Portsmouth the better of the two sides, I think. I think that's fair to say. So 73 on the clock now. Come on, Swans. Good press in there from Ronald. Concedes a throw in, but high up the pitch. It's of no immediate danger, Swanson. I remember we were linked to him a few summer transfer windows ago. More so the name, I think, than the link come about, potentially. Pack. Out to Devlin on the right hand side, Swansea. Need to get players back, Devlin. Stopping and starting on the right hand side, trying to find a bit of space. Finds a man inside instead. Wrexham have got one back against Hull. It's now 2-1 Broadhead with 14 minutes to play left in that one. Swanson finds Pack again. Sweeping it from left to right and right to left. Portsmouth keeping the ball moving. Back to Schmidt it goes, who's quite far out from his goal. Swansea not pressing as high up the pitch as they were before. I actually think it's a 4-1-4-1 because Fulton looks a little bit higher up the pitch. So Waddell and Fulton just behind Cullen, it looks like, and Stamlich a lot deeper. Stamlich getting stuck in there, brilliant play. Pompey player ends up on the floor, and Swansea giving the throw in their way. What we like to see. Portsmouth players still on the floor though. I think they do have Keshi Anderson on the bench tonight, or there's definitely in their squad. I feel like he's a very underrated player at this level. I really do like Keshi Anderson. Do you think the Swans will win the playoffs? Unfortunately, realistically, no. This year, I think it's Millwall's year to go up through the playoffs this year. That's if they don't make the top two, to be fair. And in that case, I think it would be maybe Hull. Hull have been really underrated. Segasic on for Brown, the goal scorer. Change for Portsmouth. Ninth right now, yeah, very good at the moment, and that game against Wrexham is going to be huge, and Coventry. We'll see where we are at the international break, really. That's when we can say if our season's done or not. Even if there's nothing left to play for and the playoffs are unrealistic, there's always still technically something to play for, just not what we want to play for, if that makes sense. Swanson, back it goes. Couldn't agree more with your point. Millwall, they've done really well. Yeah, I genuinely think they could make the top two. I don't see Middlesbrough and Coventry ending as the top two for some reason. So whether Millwall gets second or even top, because the games Middlesbrough and Cov have got to play, I think are really difficult. I think there'll only be a few points in it, and I think Millwall really difficult to beat. I genuinely think they could be up there in the top two. Could see an upset at Middlesbrough, but highly unlikely. Yeah, I'm not sure. I feel like there's something big gonna happen. 5 at the end of the season, yeah. If we win 5 from 5, that's huge. You know, you don't see it happen much these days in football. Look at Man United, for example. To be consistent, yeah. I mean that's a championship, isn't it? That's why the consistent ones get promoted and finish in the top 6, really. Well, top 4 really for the most consistent ones. Thank you very much, Daniela, for joining in. Really do appreciate it, and see you on Friday for the big one. It's Wrexham crossing the box there for Portsmouth into the gloves of Vigouroux. Welcome in, Green XFI. How are we doing, mate? Good to see you in here. Any more goals around the grounds at the moment? Let's have a look. Ipswich are 2-2 now with Stoke. All level there. Bucat and Taylor were the goals for Ipswich there. Bucat being an own goal from Stoke. 78 minutes played here. Can Swansea hang on here? For some reason it still says 2-0 Hull. Was that Wrexham goal ruled out potentially? It might have been, you know. It might have been. No, it is 2-1. Never mind. It just didn't update. Ogilvie for a throw-in his own half with Portsmouth. Changes imminent for the home side. 5-0 Bayern, 5-1 Atletico Madrid in the Champions League as well, to update you. Swansea midfield with Burgess. And goes back quite a long way, finding Vigouroux, who smashes down the pitch. Down it goes. Swansea hanging on now for the last 10. Can we hang on for a valuable 3-point ship? Come on, you Swans, Sarah. Good to see you in here. Absolutely. Hopefully we can hang on here. Bristol are playing awfully at the moment. I feel like when they lost Mametti, that was it. They lost, I think it was between loans and sales in January, and I think they lost 11 or 12 players, which in January, you know, that's just crazy, isn't it? So, didn't show much ambition for a side that actually was doing pretty well. Crossing the box here from Portsmouth. Still alive. Burgess gets it away. I never thought I'd see Burgess try and acrobatically get an overhead kick clearance in. But he has, and it's still alive, and Fulton hammers that one away. But Portsmouth will come again. 10 minutes to play here at Fratton Park, and Swansea are hanging on here for 3 points. In it goes again. Stamenic away this time. Swansea refusing to fold under this Portsmouth pressure. Caballero. Adams feeds it back to Caballero. He's in a foot race with Ronald. Caballero stops and crosses it in. It's not a great one. Cabango will get it away, and he'll win a Swans free kick inside the box. And that could waste another minute or two of time in this one. And that's quite important, actually. 28 people in the chat. Thank you very much for joining in, everyone. I do appreciate your support. And if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. It does go a long, long way in the growth of the channel. And let's see how far we can take the channel. So if you're a big football fan, doesn't matter who you support, you're all welcome here on the channel. It'd be a pleasure to have you with us. Throw in at the back here for Portsmouth. Cullen giving chase. Swanson. Into midfield it goes. How's he got that much space? Chaplin. Goes behind Timon. And he is offside. Brilliant call from the official. Fantastic. Well, don't forget, of course, Portsmouth did have that goal ruled out in the first half because the ball apparently went out of play. Apart from Cardiff City. Yep. So Vigouroux will take this free kick for Swansea. I don't remember what I said, Counts on. I just agreeing. I don't know. So Yalkuye on for Ji Sung is must be the last Swans change. Stamenic, Ward, Cullen, Waddell, Yalkuye. Yeah, that's the 5th one. So Yalkuye on for Ji Sung. I would do the little graphics, but I'm really intrigued on the end of this game, so I don't want to miss anything. It's going to be quite an interesting end. Corey Bishop being called over by the ref. He's not too happy. He has just bodied Burgess though. Don't know what he's expected. Here is Timon. Floats it in. Burgess. It's a centre. The stream's lagged, which is never good. We're back alive here. Cullen shot blocked. Pilsher offside. And the linesman said yes, offside, goal kick. Offside. Seeing the deflection off a Swans player, so it is a goal kick. Portsmouth substitution then. John Swift coming on for dear, they're going for it here, Portsmouth. They need points. And they're hoping that the Portsmouth-born John Swift can help improve their points tally and provide a little bit of late drama here. So I'm not sure what formation they've gone for, but if we hit them on the counter, we really could have a little bit of joy here. Potentially. Fingers crossed anyway. 84 played now. Come on, the Swans. Ogilvy back to Schmidt. I tell you what, we are missing that big presence up top. I like Cullen, but he isn't the striker we probably need. As harsh as that sounds, but I like Cullen a lot. Definitely a really important player in this squad, but just not in that position, I don't think. Here's Ogilvy. Yalkuye running his socks off here. I like the energy we've got on the pitch now. Yalkuye, Cullen, Widdell. I really like that. I don't know what formation we've gone to either, because it looks like a 5 at the back with Ronaldo at wing back potentially. Yep, it is. It is a 5 at the back. 5-2 or 5-3-1-1 potentially, something like that. Yeah, definitely a 5 at the back. Ronaldo's right wing back, Ward's a centre half, and then you shuffle everyone else across to Timon at left wing back. Holding on here on the south coast of Swansea. It's been a close game, to be fair. Portsmouth have definitely given us a really good run for our money, but Swans' away record needs fixing, and we need points. So do Portsmouth, to be fair. No, not disputing that, but we want them a bit more. Throw in Portsmouth on the far side, near the edge of the Swansea box. 86 minutes played now. Swansea still pressing Portsmouth, but Portsmouth find their way through at the moment. Swift, oh, that's a great turn. Chaplin, ball in the box, away by Burgess. Brilliant header away, but the roar is even bigger from that home crowd. It's a corner kick. Corner Portsmouth. From the far side, the right hand side as you look at the goal. They are just showing highlights at the moment of how they won the corner. I don't care about that. Show us the game. Show us the game. I still haven't taken it. Fair play. Okay, never mind. I think it's going to be Segasic to take. Blue shirts crowded in the box. Away edge of the box. Devlin, away! He's hit the steward. It was a long way off from Devlin. I can't lie, I thought that was heading for the corner. But instead of the corner of the goal, it was the corner of the pitch it was heading towards. If anything, he's caught that too well. And the final change for Portsmouth. Number 29 coming on for Ibu Adams. 29 being... Can't see a name. I don't recognise him. Blair. I've heard of Blair. I haven't heard much of him, but I have heard of the name. I'm trying to think. He must be a young up-and-coming player at Portsmouth. So Portsmouth really going for it then. Not much more John Messina can do from the dugout. It's left down to the players on the pitch now for them. For Swansea, same can be said. We've made all our changes now. 88 minutes on the clock. Surely we won't have too much added-on time. I think if it's any more than... I'd say 4, but any more than 5, and that's really harsh. And really generous to Portsmouth if there's any more than 5. Oh, players pushing away the referee there, Swanson. pushing away the ref. It's never going to end well. I do want to check the other scores, but this game is too intriguing at the moment. Segasic, in it goes. It's a deep ball. Cabango tries to get it away, and referee's given a Swansea free kick. So now we can quickly check some scores just before we head into the 90th minute here at Fratton Park. Let's check some scores. Any other goals? I don't think so in the Championship. 6-0 Bayern away at Atalanta. No other goals in League One either, I don't think. Doncaster got an equaliser against Luton. 5-1 MK Dons against 10 men Gillingham. Portsmouth in the box, away just about. Not much change in the other games, no. Okay. Right, how much added time are we going to have then? We'll find out just about in time with this corner being taken. What's the added time? Right, corner for Pompey. Gets his hands on it. Marlon Pack it was. He would have loved to score today. But access denied from Lawrence Vigouroux. Flicked on at the near post. I tell you what, that is close. Great positioning from Vigouroux. They've not announced yet how much added on time we have. We have no idea how much added on time. Oh, ball into the box here for Portsmouth. Cabango stands him up and wins the ball. Brilliant. Still alive though for Portsmouth. Back it goes. Pack. Ball in the box. Cleared away by Swansea. 5 minutes added on at the end of the second half here. Welcome in, Abram. How are we doing, mate? Not a lot, mate. How are we doing? Swans currently holding on to a win as it stands. Fingers crossed we can keep Portsmouth out for another 3 minutes or so. Get more and more nervous. Yeah, me too, mate. Me too. Oh, Stamenic there. Not the time to be faking it in your own box when you're being pressed. Portsmouth on the far side. Finds Swift. Ball into the box. It's allowed through, and Burgess with a diving header away into the corner. It's back in again. Head go up on Vigouroux. He's got his hands on it. Always believe in Vigouroux. Clears left footed. Trying to find Waddell. What a ball this is. If Waddell can keep that in play, he can't. Distribution has been brilliant though, overall from Vigouroux tonight. Hold on, I beg, says Kieran. Absolutely. We need to defend. Yes. We need to. Devlin for the throw-in. He's being told to get back from the referee. That takes up even more time. We're halfway through the added 5 at Fratton Park. Swansea got battered here last season, 4-0. It's time for a little bit of revenge and a nice victory away at Fratton Park. This would certainly tick them boxes if we can hang on. Ogilvie. Fouled by Ronaldo. It's going to kick off here. Ronaldo pushed into Matos. And a bit of handbags there between Swanson and Ronaldo. Nothing too serious. For you, we need that 4-point cushion against Portsmouth. Yeah, it's really important, I guess. Really important. And for Swansea, what a bigger game it turns out to be on Friday against Wrexham. Because if we can win that, you know, depending on other results as well, might actually still have the playoffs on. Ball in. Vigouroux will claim it. from the free kick of Portsmouth. It was floated into the box, but Vigouroux has his hands on it. Into the final 80 seconds here. Away it goes. Cullen. Oh, he's so close to nicking the ball there. Now Swanson. Not long left for the home side here to get a point. Swansea just need to hang on. We haven't got a good away record, but this would certainly help to improve that. And the ball is going to go out of play for a Swansea goal kick. This should take up another 10-15 seconds here. Has Matos got the better of Messinho for a second time? Full time at the King Power. Leicester 2, Bristol City 0. Thank you very much there, Count Swan. Full time Wrexham lose to Hull. Wow. Massive result there for Hull. And huge for the sides chasing the playoffs. So 20 seconds to go of the 5 added on. It's a minimum of 5, remember. So it might yet still be a little bit longer to go. Swansea with a throw in. Ward to take it. Ward. Down it goes. Headed away. There we go. Full time. Swansea City beats Portsmouth. And Swansea City go into... Well, not into, sorry. Can't believe it. Big win. Big win, that one. Swansea City beat Portsmouth and go into 9th place. A fantastic way to end the game with that defensive performance. And Swansea City, we're not going 9th anymore because Watford have scored and equalised away at Hillsborough with Semedo. But Swansea will go 10th then and still closing in on the playoff places. A big win. Matos with the fist pumps in front of the travelling Swans. And Swansea with 3 more points on the board. And I think Ipswich will quickly change channel. I think Ipswich have just won it against Stoke. They were 2-0 down, remember. And the stream I'm watching it on hasn't quite updated the score. So let's see the Ipswich goal, shall we? Massive win for Swansea. Oh, Hurst. Brilliant goal. Look at that away end. Crazy limbs. Wow. In the Champions League then, 6-0 Bayern, 5-2 Atletico Madrid, 0-0 Newcastle, Barcelona at the moment. Lincoln win again. Cardiff drop points again against Barnsley this time. They're falling off. Hull beat Wrexham. Millwall beat Derby. Wow. Some huge scorelines coming in here in the EFL. Millwall go 1 point off the top 2. Ipswich, though, with that 3 points as it stands, with their game in hand, they will go above Millwall if they win their game in hand against Portsmouth. I'm pretty sure that game in hand is against Ipswich. Hull, a game played more than Wrexham, are 6 points above them. That was a crucial game and a big win for Hull on the road. 63 points now, and they are 9 points inside of the playoffs. Derby, who lost tonight, yeah, it's a big one. Southampton got 2 games at hand though on them, 59 and closing up to 4 points. Swansea in 10th, same amount of points as Watford as well, only a point behind Southampton, but we've played 2 more. Below us, Sheffield United played tomorrow, so we could go down to 11th or even 12th, depending on the Birmingham result as well, as the Preston result also. Wow. So Sheffield United get a point. Sheffield Wednesday, get a point. We're on to -6. Leicester climb out of the bottom 3. Portsmouth sucked back into it, only 4 points off now the relegation zone. Stoke will be in 15th with defeat. Wow. What a stream, what a game. Swansea get the job done, and Swans 3 points extra. Thanks everyone very much for watching the stream. I really hope you have enjoyed. It's been a great one considering we've won. I want to massively thank you all for tuning in tonight. I do really appreciate it. And hopefully I'll see you all on Friday night where it's Wrexham versus Swansea. We will be live, don't you worry. And hopefully it's more points to Swansea on the road once again. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one very soon, guys. Have a fantastic week. I'll see you next in the prediction video for match week 38. Not long left of the season to go, but still a lot can happen and a lot can change. Thanks very much. Thank you very much, Coach One, as well. And I'll see you all next time. Take care. Stay safe. Goodbye. Come on, Swans. Big win. Get in.